Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. So I ran out of that, I used up that entire can of Flex Seal, which is sweet, and I got quite far with it. I'm shocked at how much quantity's in those cans. So let's take a look. See all the black, newly coated. There was some holes as well, but I've never had leakage problems like this before. So I resealed all these rivets, and I made it all the way down the tiny house, and I used that block of wood underneath, though behind the wood stove flue I got a little spillage because I couldn't fit it back there, but that's fine. And then I did a couple of these bolts down here. Not really worried about that. I'll show you where I ended up. So back on this side of the tiny house wasn't ever really a problem because I was always capturing water because of the gutter. So most of the water wouldn't hit those, well, the majority wouldn't hit. They'd be captured. And yes, this fitting's busted, but it's directing the water still inside the tiny house without stuff coming over the top, because water doesn't work like that. So I got it all the way till basically where the ladder is here. Okay, and my dad actually has some rocker guard left over, used rocker guard, which I put on originally, and I'm going to use that for the rest of it. That way I don't have to run to the store and get a bunch of deal with all the crap with this pandemic, waiting in line, ordering online, drive-through pickup, all this crap. I'm done with it, dude. But beautiful day, guys, here at the Off-Grid Tiny House. Gorgeous. High UV today. I seen them. They've been chemtrailing. Check this out. See your regular clouds, then see this crap here. This doesn't look normal. That doesn't look normal. And look at all this. You can tell near the sun. That's where they're spraying near. They put like a haze over the sun. I'm not going to point my camera up there because it'd probably destroy it looking at the sun. But over here, you can see start of some of the haze spreading out, and then we got some bigger clouds. So whether they're cloud seeding or just spraying, trying to dim the sun, whatever, Bill Gates and their geoengineering programs, it's pretty pathetic. So yeah, nice giant clouds forming though, and that is probably because they're calling for rain coming up, like I said, later on in a couple days. So that's why I wanted to get out here, get this done, seal it. I probably will have to take the wall apart again eventually, dry it out, do maybe some ripping and tearing of the floor to see how bad this area here under the window is. The one that I guys showed you previously in my videos, where I'd rip the panels out to find the water leak and all that. But I'm assuming the water was definitely going in those rivets, and because inside on my previous video you could see where the rivets were dripping rust. You could follow the rust marks as the water was pouring in. So now that this is sealed, water would hit that and just go away instead of going inside the tiny house, wrecking my tiny house, molding it. And I don't know if I'm able to save the tiny house yet still, but I left all the windows open because I stained the pallet window frames with the used stain that I picked up from my dad. And you know, the budget is very tight here, guys. I don't get a lot of money from YouTube. I don't get a lot of money from Patreon, but I definitely appreciate. Definitely appreciate my supporters on Patreon, because they're basically getting me chugging along here with the little money they can offer, and I definitely appreciate all of them. And no complaints there. So I'll take a walk around with you guys. We're gonna go and see, this is the original work that I did, rocker guarding the entire trailer. That is not new. That is original from when I started. All that rim, all those rivets, donezo. But I didn't do any of these, which I may end up doing. but this has been painted, but I'll probably rocker guard that as well. And then the rest of these rivets all the way down. Now it is going to be warm enough to try the air eventually, but I don't really want to seal up the tiny house because of the stain. I rather it warm up in the tiny house to help cure the stain faster. And with the windows being open, it's not too shabby. So like I said, back here, even got some algae or moss starting to grow on this side of the tiny house. So yeah, just wonderful things happening. So about right there where the ladder is, I got to continue on from there. And my voice sounds pretty funny because I'm in a tunnel basically in between these two trailers. And yeah, we'll spray it all the way down, and then I'll do the rest of those rivets down there. And hopefully all is well here at the Off-Grid Tiny House. Maybe save the tiny house. I was pretty worried about the situation, guys, so what I did was I listed it online and for sale at a loss. You basically get everything, almost all the contents, and probably not, I don't know if I jumped the gun on it or not, but I did have a lot of interest, a lot of people going off the grid. I won't say the price, but yeah, and here comes my dad, so see you guys later.